Hey guys, this is Corey from Redefining Strength. Welcome to the Fitness Hacks Podcast. This is the show where I share all my free workout and nutrition tips. I'm not going to ever fill this episode with sponsorships or ask you to buy anything. All I ask in return is if you're enjoying the podcast to leave a review or leave a 5-star rating. Or even better, share it with someone you think it might help. This will only take a few minutes and would mean the world to me and possibly change the life of someone you know. So let's jump right in. It's your choice. When we want to work towards a new goal, we think, okay, I have to cut things out or I have to make changes. And we feel and act like these things are being forced on us. But it is ultimately our decision how we enact the dietary changes or the workout practices that we need to use to reach our goals. And yes, will there be sacrifice along the way? 100%. Change is hard because it's not what we've always done. But every change we make, every habit we implement is our choice. And if we start labeling foods as good or bad, or saying we can only have these and we can't have these, all of a sudden we take away our own agency, our own power, and we stop seeing it as a choice. Instead of we say, hey, it's my choice to eat more broccoli. It's my choice to eat more vegetables because it hits my macros and I feel really fabulous. But it's also my choice to include that cupcake at times, or to not include that cupcake. And sometimes to reach a goal, you do say, hey, it's my choice not to have this for this time period. But at some point, I may make a different decision, I might make a different choice, and I might include it. I want you to really assess, though, what you are choosing to include and the habits and the trajectory they're putting you on. Because the more you recognize you have the choice, the more you can say, I want to include this or I don't want to include this. And the more you also start to change your language to, I can't have, I'm not able to do this, or I have to do this, to I want to do this, or I will do this, or it is in my power to make this choice. You give back your own agency. So I really want you to assess, what am I telling myself I can't have, I can't do, it's not part of it, it's something I should feel guilty about, versus telling myself, hey, this is my decision. These are the sacrifices or decisions I'm willing to make to reach my goal. And it's because I value myself. It's because I value the changes. And I see that's all that's possible, knowing that my lifestyle is going to evolve over time. But really start to assess the choices you're making and the path they're putting you on, and change how you're talking to yourself about it so that you don't just see it as restriction being forced on you, but you see your own agency in the changes you're making. Thanks for listening to the Fitness Hacks Podcast. Again, this is the place where I share all my free workout and nutrition tips. I'm never going to run sponsorships or ask you to buy anything. All I ask in return is if you're enjoying the podcast to leave a rating or review or share it with someone you think it might help. This will only take a few minutes and it would mean the world to me and possibly change the life of someone you know.